Have you ever wondered why cells are so small? The answer lies in an important concept called the surface area to volume ratio, or SAV ratio. This ratio plays a crucial role in how substances move in and out of cells, affecting processes like diffusion, osmosis, and overall cellular function. Today I'll explore how the SAV ratio impacts these processes and why it limits the size of cells. Let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine a cube-shaped cell. If each side is 1 centimeter long, the surface area is 6 square centimeters since there are 6 faces, and the volume is 1 cubic centimeter. Now if we increase the size to 2 centimeters per side, the surface area becomes 24 square centimeters, but the volume jumps to 8 cubic centimeters. Notice that while both increase, the volume increases much faster than the surface area. This means that as a cell grows, there is less surface area available per unit of volume for substances to enter and exit. This limits how efficiently the cell can exchange materials with its surroundings. So, why does this matter? Cells rely on diffusion and osmosis to move substances across their membranes. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from a high concentration to a low concentration, like oxygen and carbon dioxide moving across the cell membrane. Osmosis, on the other hand, is the diffusion of water molecules through a selectively permeable membrane. For example, in our lungs, oxygen diffuses from the air sacs into blood cells because there is a higher concentration of oxygen in the air sacs and a lower concentration inside the cells. Likewise, carbon dioxide moves in the opposite direction to be expelled from the body. Plants also rely on these principles. Water is lost from leaves through transpiration, a process that happens when water evaporates through tiny openings called stomata. This loss of water creates a pull that helps draw water up from the roots through osmosis. The efficiency of these processes is directly affected by the SAV ratio of plant cells. Now, imagine if cells were too large. It would take too long for oxygen and nutrients to reach the inner parts of the cell, and waste removal would be too slow, leading to a toxic buildup. This is why cells stay small or develop structures like microvilli, folded extensions that increase surface area without increasing volume too much. To summarize, the surface area to volume ratio is a fundamental factor in cellular efficiency. It affects the rate of diffusion for gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, the osmosis of water into and out of cells, the movement of nutrients and waste across the cell membrane, the overall size and shape of cells to maintain efficient exchange of materials. By understanding SAV ratio, we gain insight into why cells are structured the way they are and how living organisms efficiently transport substances at the microscopic level. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our next video on active and passive transport. Let's delve deeper into some real-world applications of the SAV ratio. In animals, muscle cells are designed to maximize efficiency. For instance, a cheetah's muscle cells are optimized for rapid oxygen and nutrient exchange, enabling it to sprint at incredible speeds. Red blood cells have a biconcave shape, increasing their surface area to volume ratio, which allows for more efficient gas exchange. In contrast, the cells in a whale's blubber are larger and store fat, providing insulation and buoyancy in cold ocean waters. In plants, cacti have specialized cells that store water, allowing them to survive in arid environments. These cells have a lower SAV ratio, which helps retain water. Leaves have a high SAV ratio to maximize sunlight absorption for photosynthesis. The thin, flat shape of leaves increases surface area, allowing more light to be captured by chloroplasts. In the human brain, neurons have long extensions called dendrites and axons, which increase their surface area to volume ratio, facilitating rapid communication between cells. Coral polyps have a high SAV ratio, allowing them to efficiently exchange gases and nutrients with the surrounding water, supporting the diverse ecosystem of a coral reef. Even in insects like honeybees, the SAV ratio is crucial. Their cells are adapted to support high energy demands for activities like flying and foraging. As we've seen, the surface area to volume ratio is a key factor in the design and function of cells across all forms of life. It influences how organisms grow, adapt, and survive in their environments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our next video on active and passive transport.